It is Never Run Alone, a running podcast for the people on more than just running. Welcome back. And today I'm joined by what I'm calling the Royal Flush. We've got 6 in the room, including myself. We've got the 10, Tilly Donkin. We've got the Jack, or our sweet prince, Cam Merrick. Queen Bee, Belle Horton, debuting. We've got the King, Christopher Farrencothen, who's finally touched grass this past week. And the ace herself, intern Lily Cooper, on the mic.
The ace in the hole.
Welcome, everyone. Royal
That was
Flush.
good.
That was great.
That's why it was great keeping it
Yeah, that
fun.
was awesome.
What suit are we?
What's I mean, you guys call it. I reckon we'll find out by the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully diamonds, I would say. Okay. But is Spades is the Royal Flush, or it's all four suits?
That's what they're the same. As long as we're on
No, I know they're all
the
the
same
same.
page.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
We're going to be chatting a few different things. We've got some questions in the warm-up. I didn't put the question box out yesterday. It was a bit of a chaotic day, but
Belle was a little bit touched.
didn't get a shout out.
I was waiting for that.
I'll get Lily on some graphic for the Queen.
Yeah.
Put your face on.
Great.
Yeah.
We'll do that. But we're going to be chatting, of course, New York Marathon, which was at the weekend. We're going to be chatting Strava and marathons. Are they normalised?
Yeah.
I think Lily's got a few questions around that. And then getting a bit of a recap on Noosa and on, Matilda in Noosa. Tilly. I've absolutely lost my place. You're Tilly, you're also Matilda. Apologies, you might have to edit something out after all. Absolutely shattered there. Belle, I should say, first time on the pod, was a member of the Red Bull Race the Sun team last year, which I was trying to do a pod of that at the time, but it's never come to
That
fruition.
has never come. I don't think it will.
You have who you
That,
need
that
to
ship
have
has
here,
sailed.
The ship's very much sailed. Anyway, I'll always take a moment to
No
repeat
longer
that
has
I was on the winning team of that.
So we're
So
really
so
replaying
never
the
forget
hits.
it.
let's jump into some questions. We do have a few from previous weeks. The first one, an anonymous submission.
Wow.
You're going away for 3 days. The weather is 22 degrees and a chance of showers. You've only got carry-on luggage. What are you taking and how are you dressing for the flight?
For the flight?
Well, obviously you get the clothes in the destination that you're wearing. So
Can I quickly question on that question? Is location involved? Like, do we have to say the location that we're
no,
going
no location.
to? Okay.
I mean,
22 degrees,
You can
did you
make
say?
up
22 degrees,
So like,
chance of rain.
chance of rain. Pretty. Like,
Jeans, t-shirt,
Yeah.
jumper.
Little cardigan.
Yeah.
Easy.
Cardigan.
A zip-
A zip-through jumper.
How many shoes we taking though?
What is it?
Like you're wearing a pair of shoes. I
Wearing one pair of
assume on
shoes
the.
And some
What
runners.
do
I
you
feel like I
wearing?
actually bring more runners
Yeah.
when I go away than I do in normal shoes.
Yeah.
So.
One pair of shoes, one pair of runners probably.
No,
Yeah.
I'm like,
God, you're efficient.
I'm like 4 pairs of
Wow.
shoes. I'm like so excessive with shoes.
I feel like I'm excessive with
Really?
shoes.
Yeah. I'm like 4 pairs.
different
for
options of like
For
tops.
a 3-day trip, you
Yeah.
need 4 pairs of shoes.
She doesn't know what she's gonna
Carry.
feel.
I don't know what I'm gonna wear.
You're on that. Yeah. I'm targeting you.
She's indecisive.
Good question though. Don't forget a jumper for a flight. Done that
Sure.
way too many times.
Sneaky.
No matter, I
Always
think
too
no
cold.
matter how hot it is,
It's
just
like the
one in
movies.
case.
You need the
You
It's
take a
also
jumper.
free weight. You can just
Free weight.
wear it. Yeah.
You can hide your laptop underneath.
There was some serious weight maneuvering coming back from Melbourne with 4 of us. We were all over the
Oh, I
way.
hate
It was just
that.
trying to.
Actually, speaking of, on the way home, I paid for 30 kilos, which is like a decent amount.
Yeah,
I was at
heaps.
31.6 because I had my bike.
Okay.
I was going to say, I knew you were going to come at me for
That
that.
was
31.6. She made me pay $16 for 1.6 kilograms over.
Jetstar?
Yeah, but I was also...
1.6.
I mean, $16 sounds cheap. I reckon if
Yeah,
you're
I was
over, I've been
reckon-
stung like the
Yeah.
full schmozzle
Yeah.
before.
For
Yeah.
1.6 kilograms, come
And
on.
surely
You couldn't take
you
anything
could have
out.
just
Yeah, she-
worn
take it on.
1.6.
She'd
Yeah.
already posted my other bag, and she said,
Oh.
sorry, too bad, da.
She did not like you.
I like the
And I
accent,
literally was like,
though.
Haven's Queensland.
Tap my phone. Ping.
You didn't give me enough.
$16 gone.
Yeah, but anyway.
Well, there you
16.
go.
Hey.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, how
It
many-
could be worse.
The
Could be worse.
Yeah.
Definitely could be worse. I've been done.
They're off of the races. It's chaos already. How many shoes are you taking? You're the non.
I'm a little bit of an efficient queen. I feel like I'm two. Actually no. Yeah, it would be 2. I can't get away with 1. I'm doing 2. But
You need some options.
yeah.
So
but,
2 in the
running
bag
a
though?
lot-
Because then you're taking 3 because you're wearing.
No.
them.
I reckon I have them on my feet. And I also
One on the
have
feet, one on the back.
Because
Yeah.
she's-
And they're going to be
she's
enclosed
stealing mine.
shoes on the
Because-
plane as well.
Yeah.
I've definitely done trips where I've just done what I'm wearing and that's it.
Really?
Like,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
it's like
That's
one
such
pair
boy
of shoes.
talk though.
That's
Yeah, I
so
was gonna
young.
say,
Yeah.
it's very boy.
You're a
Just
boy.
wear one.
600 pairs of undies though.
Oh, can never have enough undies.
Always pack a couple
Leave
spares.
Three
that.
for the flight.
You never know
I'm
what's
no
going to
context on
happen.
that.
Any turbulence,
Undone.
please do not elaborate.
All right, great stuff, Anonymous. Submitter. Hopefully they'll be back at another point.
We won't know if you
wanna-
are or if it's you.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I know who they are.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yeah. Test marks. This was from a few weeks ago. I think with 3 girls in the room, it'll be really good. So she wants to know what piece of advice would you give to another woman about running alone, not about speed, but about safety. And then there's a few little other ones. I actually walked home quite late last night from Chatswood, had the headphones in, got home, realised I walked the whole way without really looking behind me. And I would say that's male privilege.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Can you relate?
You hopefully know. You're a bit,
Can relate.
you're a bit skinnier than me, so I get it, man. I get it.
Where possible, walk with people. I mean, if you have to walk alone, I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not super hypervigilant about that. I think that I'm someone who kind of goes, if someone came at me, I'd have them. No, but
I feel
think,
like I think I could just outrun them. Honestly.
yeah, I think that, I mean, be aware, like probably don't wear headphones if you're
Yeah.
walking home and it's dark, like just be aware of your surroundings, listen out, look out. But I think we are pretty lucky here in Australia too that it's not as bad, and I say that as a girl living in the city. So.
Or like stay on like main roads. maybe.
Yeah, if you can.
Yeah.
Centennial Park, get some lights.
Honestly,
Get some
yes.
lights.
Scary.
I wonder why they
100%.
don't.
Because,
Come on.
Because they don't want people in there late at night. That's the
Right.
whole
Yeah.
thing.
But
Shout
like,
out-
get
shout
them
out-
Like
until
even
like
when you're
9
there early
p.m.
in the
Sure.
morning.
I've
in
gone to
winter.
pick up my
Yeah.
car. I've gone to pick up my car actually after work days, and I'm like, this is scary.
Yeah.
Like I could absolutely be.
It's so bad.
Boom.
Corners, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the 10 in Melbourne. Lights. all
Well
around.
lit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Really,
Oh, there you go.
It does border a main road.
Lily.
True, it's not an enclosed park.
Yeah, it's only close park. But yes, interesting.
Also,
I feel like I'm like the opposite. You don't really think about it. I feel like I'm really aware of my safety for some reason. I don't know if I'm just more, but I'm not really like an anxious person, but I would say I'm like hyper aware no matter what. If I'm exercising, if I'm not really going to be running like late at night, or like I'm a gym person, so like that's never really a concern. But I feel like, yeah, doing it with people, I would say probably like actually doing I always feel much safer if I'm like with people doing it.
runners would run away. A gym person, you just gonna squat the
Yeah, I'm just
squat
gonna
the
be
attack.
like, bang, with my
Arm
fist in
bar,
your
make a
face.
tap.
Show it.
Hey mate, I reckon I can bench you.
No.
Come here.
Well,
How much do you weigh?
Let's have a competition.
No, I reckon I've considered now, like not really, but like if I were to actually run, I would think more about, like I would actually want to train to run so that I can run away from stuff like that. Like I actually would prefer to
That's
have, for safety
wild.
reasons, which is crazy. I'm acting like I'm like,
I like that. I don't want to win races. I want to run away.
yeah, like, but I actually do
I want to
think
be the
that's
person who's like
Run
trying
for
to
self-defense.
literally, because you all would have that over people for sure. Like you would actually outrun, like you could.
What's your split?
I actually constantly think about that. Or if
Yeah.
someone tried to like steal something from me,
You're
surely can chase them down.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
100%.
fully. I actually reckon that's a great like point.
No,
I've got
essentially,
to
yeah.
I've got to make a distance. Short. Oh.
Yeah,
They're
that's
catching-
true. That's true.
They're
Yeah, but
catching
that's,
me.
that's why you might get them then.
Yeah,
If I need
like-
to flee, they're catching me probably.
yeah, but like if you, I don't know, you could just
Yeah, well.
I'm just imagining you being like someone's calling like someone's running through the stalls and they're like I've got them and you're chasing them up. You're like,
I just take it. I've got it, guys.
I'm ready to go. Okay, interesting.
That's probably not a great answer, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Probably one of the people to ask
I
for.
like
Great
it.
test.
There's 2 follow-ups though, which I like. So she then goes, in terms of media coverage for big races, do you think female runners are well represented?
After she commented in Melbourne.
Yeah, anyone can answer this. I mean, I watched New York Live and they were going to the women. The women go off first, the elite
Yeah.
females, so
I mean,
they're well covered there. Don't
shout
know
out to the female jockey who just won.
Yeah.
Melbourne Cup.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's probably not as, that's naturally she's going to get more coverage.
yeah.
Cancelled.
But I think that naturally is like going back to last week's conversation or 2 weeks ago, it's probably less females. So naturally there's got to be more men who get
Yeah.
coverage because there's more of them to film. But if there's women to film, I don't think that it's like,
The elite coverage is pretty decent.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
I'd
solid.
say.
I think for maybe not in the like proper major races and stuff. I think it's pretty solid. maybe not in like your local races.
Yeah.
There's not as much coverage on it, but
Yeah.
Prone is a bit better there. But yeah, I think it's probably more getting the perspective from comms and I know often in the New York they have like Clayton on the back of the car following them and stuff like that, and yeah, that would be fun.
They had the same setup for the females. I'm not sure who's in the back,
Okay,
but I
there you
saw a photo.
Okay, there you go. Well, yeah,
Look
good
cool.
to know that happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that having that like a ex-runner's perspective in that elite field stuff is more useful. So
Totally.
Nice.
yeah,
Did you grow up watching Nutri-Grain, Iron Man?
I
I feel
actually
like
did.
you would have. No. You
I
wouldn't?
feel like I was just like I did all those little like nippers and all of those things. Like I didn't really.
On that,
care to
did any
watch
of
it.
you guys do the like Weet-Bix kids tries?
I sure
Yeah, we did.
No.
Oh, you did.
Lily and I did.
I did one of
There's
them. Yeah,
actually
yeah.
So
So
many
good.
There's photos of us
Yeah,
doing that.
roll the
yeah.
BMX out.
We'll try and
Yeah.
find that. Oh
On
my
the
God.
BMX.
Yeah, go on
How long?
BMX.
How long was the ride?
Oh,
Like 2Ks.
Yeah.
literally.
Whoa,
You did like
slow
two,
down.
it's like 3 laps of the pool or something, and then
That's a lot.
I think we
lot on
only
the
did 50
BMX, to
meters.
be fair.
might have only been 50
I think it's only
meters
50
Was
meters
it?
to be big fight. I think it's 50 meters.
But I remember being tough. Like,
Getting out like
There was your stroke. What are you, buddy? Butterfly?
However you get to the end,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, when
just
you're
like-
like-
I don't care how you do it.
when you're like 10 years old, 50 meters in the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It might have
Still
even been
now it's
25
anyway.
meters as well, but nonetheless.
yeah, fully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember like,
That's so funny.
taking your bike out to see the park.
Yeah.
Chaos.
My like Barbie bike as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like a fat
With the
BMX
basket
tassel.
on it as we
Yeah.
with tassels.
All right. She wants to know, final little bit, if you could wave a magic wand, what's one aspect of how the media covers women's running or sport that you would change?
Oh,
This could also encompass the Olympics. I'm sure you'll watch a lot of that sort of stuff, but I don't know how much.
I think we could change. I really don't know.
Stumped.
Yeah.
I was
Good.
gonna
One of the
say,
first questions to be stumped.
Yeah.
I think that there's probably like I don't see or like watch enough of it to know
Yeah.
that there are things to change.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we could have more female commentators commentating females in the elite field.
That's a good shout.
That's maybe one thing that we could change, but again, that's like a luxury more so than a necessary.
Hey, it's a magic wand.
Yeah.
Do whatever the hell
Do
you
it.
want.
There are no
Take your
rules
luxuries.
there.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, I have this thing with the A-League, so the soccer in this country. I'm a big soccer fan and rarely ever know that it's even on. And that's probably because it's a very saturated market, but I feel like maybe, not that this is directly answering the question, but if there's more that could be done prior to the event starting.
Yeah, the
But
lead
like,
up.
you're saying you've never really watched it. Well, it'd probably help if it's sort of in your face going, hey, here's this
Totally.
event that's on, here's
Absolutely.
Sydney women's team playing at Sydney
Yeah,
Oval.
that's
But
right.
that, I feel like that
Yeah.
also comes from like I feel like that stuff is on the news, and I just feel like people don't watch as much like streaming TV. I think
Yeah.
it's way more now. Like everyone's watching their individual Netflix shows, and like our house, we still have like the news on, and like living with my family, like that's still on. But in the many other houses I go to, that's not happening. So like
Yeah.
no one's seeing it unless you're like in a pub or like
Mm.
you know what I mean. Like I feel like not many people watch the news and like
I
things
think
that
they
are
just then got to go about it a different way then.
Yeah.
that's
Get
what I
it in front of
mean.
people. But I feel like
Social media.
Yeah, they need to lean more
The
into
size
of
social
buses,
media, I
yeah.
think 100%.
I think the biggest thing, if you want to, just in terms of building the sport up or in sport in general, is like getting people invested in the story of the people. Like if you,
Agree.
like if you're just
So true.
tuning into like, this is one of the things about marathon runners in general, is that part of why people who do like YouTube and other things like that are going to have more success and how you're going to be more races because you actually know who they are and know their
Totally.
story. Whereas if you just are like, watching, like, we'll get to it, the guy who won the marathon, like he's obviously an incredible runner. He's won all 3 of the American major marathons, like, but realistically, like, it's every few months you might see him run once and you don't know any of his story.
exactly.
And partially that's because of, he's African, he lives in Africa, and like there's a different, you might not be able to have that backstory, but from a more local lens, so if you can invest in telling the story of the people who are in that build up, previewing the race, previewing their story, so you have some level of investment so that on the day you're like, wow, I know the backstory of this person's story. How are they going to go? I'm invested in how they want to go. Like, I feel like that sports around the world, I feel like, are slowly understanding that investment in the backstory of athletes is what is actually leading to investment from the fans. Like I remember reading this thing about, and they've gone down the road with other sports now, but when Drive to Survive started for F1, was the biggest boom for F1 in like basically ever, because all these people immediately just like, I know all these people, I know the backstory, I know some of the drama, I'm invested in this person hates this person used to work with these guys, and it's just like drama in real life.
You know the law.
Yeah, exactly. And then when you get there, you're watching the race and you're like, oh, like these people just had a battle in the race. Well, that's interesting because, you know, I'm rooting for this person against this person, whatever.
Yeah.
Same thing goes in the marathon. Like we're watching Clayton Young and Connor and stuff, having watched their vlog series, and then you get to the race and you're like, oh, well, I really hope he does well. Like we're watching the World Champs and he falls and you're like, fuck, he's just fallen over and you're like, I hope he gets back.
If that had happened with another runner, you would have been like, oh, but you would have no context of who they are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And so it's the same thing of like, I think that's the biggest thing. If you can give coverage in not necessarily the race itself, but in like the pre-race and give investment to, and whether that's in the form of just, you know, a preview of what's coming, who the people are, and even like a couple minutes or whatever it is, like to tell their story. I think that is what gives you investment in the sport in the longer term. And the longer you can sustain that interest through that, the longer you're with someone's journey, the more invested you become, the more ingrained in the sport they become. So
they did a Netflix series on the Olympic team. Like, I think it was mostly the sprinters.
Yeah, they did a full
US
sprint series.
Yeah. And my mum and I watched it. And then watching the Olympics, I was like, every time one of the people on the show was on, I was like, I want to watch the race.
Totally.
Even though beforehand I would have just watched them as any other athlete. This one I was like, I know that they were injured 7 months out.
Yeah.
They had trouble with family, and you just like, there's so much more interest in the race. It's so true.
Yeah. So like that, there's like a golf one, there's like a basketball one, there's like sprinters, like all those, there's those sports that aren't covered as much. And like that's probably from a just general low sports, but also from like from the female perspective, giving more coverage to that probably gives.
To answer Tessa's question, magic wand. Every elite field gets 1 year of personalised coverage.
Yeah.
Pre-race.
Yeah.
Magic.
Okay.
Ditto.
There you
From
go.
stumped
gonna have
to
to be-
nailed.
It's a lot of content.
Big wand,
Well, it's a magic one.
Yeah.
So.
You're all the man for it.
Okay. No, good answer. Good answers all round.
Questions, Tess.
Great questions, Tess. Thank you to her. Hopefully we'll get her on the pod at some point. Stay
Probably
tuned. Shall we jump into the New York Marathon?
Let's.
New York Marathon was at the weekend. I've got a 5-question quiz, but we can maybe park that. Do we want to jump into it first? How are we feeling?
Quiz this up, man.
Yeah, do it.
All right, quiz
Buzzers?
this up.
Buzzes out.
No.
Could
You
it be our names?
can all answer. You can all go around. No jump in. But the listeners will also like to play, so we'll go from there. Chris is already looking at the time. And
No, I'm looking at that going, that is recording.
It's it's definitely
We've done all
recording.
this for
Get in his
nothing.
head.
Rewind. Action.
We're recording. Now we have to cut 2 things out. Great. All right. So I want to know, first question, what is the most represented age demographic at the New York Marathon this year? Age demographic. So we're going 5-year brackets. So men and women, and then like, you know, if it's 18 to say 25 to 30.
Ooh.
So in 5-year increments, what do you think the most represented bracket is?
35
30 to 35.
What gender?
Man.
Male,
need you to pick
35
it.
to 39.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say the same.
I'm doing
I feel like it'd be like
with you.
25.
Male,
30 to
30 to
35.
35.
Yeah.
I feel like 25 to like, what is it, 25 to like
To
30 or
30.
whatever, and maybe male.
Maybe male. It's women aged 25 to 29.
Shit.
Wow.
I was
Yeah.
right with the ages.
So I actually,
No.
I probably should have noted it down, what it was, but by far and away,
Wow.
women 20 to 24, I believe, and women 25 to 29, 2 most represented, and over
There you go.
all the men, but every other category demographic was more men. So there you go.
Wow, there you go.
25 to 29. What do
Yeah,
you go?
the girls.
The young girls.
Are you 25?
I turned 25 in November.
Oh, okay.
Not
This
that
month. That's this month.
Sorry, yeah, we are in November.
You are there.
You are there. Very good. Second question. Stop peeking.
Sorry.
Lil.
I'm just looking at you.
When I was setting this up on Wednesday, she was just looking at me. And
Over the
Sheet
shoulder.
up.
hopefully someone got that right listening. Right in if you did. Second question. Average finish time at the marathon. What do you think the average time? Hours, minutes, seconds, if you please.
I feel like
God.
That's hard.
4 hours.
Yeah.
15.
4 hours 12, I'm going to go.
4 hours 10.
Fucking hell. Very tight.
55.
Really?
What do you got?
Surely not.
Only had 420 in there.
I'm gonna go.
There was 56,000 finishes. So we're not
Oh,
average.
so then
Just
it's
putting that
actually
out there.
Maybe like 4 hours 30 or something.
4:38.
Yeah.
I'm not taking these. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 4:26.
You're the closest, 4:32.
Not the non-runner
There you
figures.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gave her a bit of a tip.
Not her also like staring.
Cam is so competitive.
I like how she was like, 420.
She's like, I'll take
And
like
she's
4
like,
minutes
Yes,
to work.
yeah. Don't want to think so.
Copy my answer, but don't make it look too obvious.
I love it. Question, who's winning, by the way? You giving it to Lil? So
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, perfect.
Asterisk.
2 from 2. Asterisk. Shout out, Nancy. Third question. Sissy was 25th overall female. What did she place for her country?
First.
Sweden.
First.
Yeah.
First Swede, first
And
Kiwi.
Kiwi.
Female.
Yeah.
We all
She
saw
did.
that as well.
I'm so invested in this.
She was first female Swede, but she was 7th overall, which was the answer I was looking for.
Oh,
so,
Female, okay.
yeah.
Well, you
overall,
got- you
I
jumped
said
the gun
overall
there,
for her country.
I did
You
know
led
that. I actually
with
did know that.
25th woman. So
Veto
we
that
thought
question.
that
I think we
were
all got it right.
Staying in women's
Technicality.
Shout out
place.
to
I didn't
Sissy.
know that.
Yeah.
What a
I mean, it's-
So she's just
huge.
amazing. That's all that
Insane.
I'm learning from that
She
question.
beat 2 female
That's
pros
crazy.
as well.
That's
Yes.
hectic.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, well,
We're friends with some fast
Actually,
people.
what defines pro? Like in the
Yeah.
it's a pro
Full-time.
field.
Official
Like
pro
elite
field.
field.
Full-time. Wow.
Or the
Elite
elite field.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they probably like.
So technically, Cam was a pro for Melbourne because he was in the elite field.
Okay,
I'm
Diva.
friends with a pro.
Yeah.
Alright, next one. Question 4. Oldest and youngest finishers. What do you reckon their ages
Like,
are?
I reckon like it could be like
Oldest
80
was like
or
96.
something. Oh,
I'm
damn.
going to say 92 was the oldest.
96 is crazy.
I'm going with
96?
86.
Yeah.
No,
That's
88.
crazy.
88. I think
88
89.
is still
I'm
crazy.
going with like
84.
86. Is there like a you'd
I'm
have
like
to be at
18.
least 16 to be in?
18.
Yeah, no.
Is that
because
18?
I feel like there's,
16
like,
too young.
I think
like-
15 is the youngest.
I'm going to need answers.
I'm going to say 16 and 86.
16 is a good
1884.
shout. I'm going to say 1688.
I'm going to say like, no,
It's a
there's
close
an
one.
8-year-old that ran it for
And-
sure.
First time on the pod, it's alright. We're all making mistakes. It's fine. 8-year-old.
8-year-old?
Maybe an 8-year-old crossed the finish line, but I don't reckon they ran it.
Surely not like, I'm not
That's
going
child
90.
abuse, 8. He's not.
Those are your legs.
And like 82, like
That's literally none.
You
Yeah.
say, Chris.
that's wrong.
18 and 96.
Alright.
There's no.
96
18 is the
is
minimum,
crazy.
is it not?
18, I think, would be the minimum. 18 is correct.
Oh.
A male ran a 3:35.32.
It's a good nudge.
Youngest 18-year-old, youngest
Wow.
on the field. And the oldest was Japanese Koichi Kita Batake, 91
Wow.
years of age.
Good for him.
And I actually printed off his breakdown, which is perfectly positioned at my desk, so we'll do no use here. But the splits, I wanted to show the splits, and
Yeah.
maybe I'll pop it up on the screen after this. Incredible, like positive splits. So like got slower throughout the race, but very consistent.
Sorry, he's 91.
91.
What do you
Give him a
run?
break.
He ran a 7:25.
That's a
Okay.
long day.
Oh.
Long day, but like I think the slowest finisher, and shout out for finishing, was like around 12 hours.
Yeah.
So, dude ran a 7 and a
Yeah, you
half.
think
Well, the dude ran a
the
7 and a
But
half.
some people
person
walk
would be
it.
lost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
plenty
I
of people
literally
walk it.
watched a documentary
Yeah.
about it the other day, and it followed like 5 people. I think
Was
it
it
was
the 26.2 doco?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
real cool.
literally like 35 minutes, and it follows people. Like, doesn't mention anything about time. It's actually like people who aren't like, one chick hates running and she's doing it, and like all of them have had stories like they've had cancer or they've had a stroke or whatever, and it's like they're come
Yeah.
back to
That's
it,
cool.
and it's actually so interesting because it's not about how fast they can do it. It's just about actually
And
finishing it.
One of the
Nice.
guys, his like proudest moment was being the
Last.
last
Yeah.
finisher in the 2023.
Like, that's how
World
he
Marathon.
introduces himself to
That's
people.
so
He's like,
funny.
you may know me if you search me up on Google
As
as
the
the
last guy.
finisher.
I love that. That's so funny.
Love it. Love it. Fifth.
91
Oh,
is
man.
crazy.
Good for him. That's crazy. I hope
I
I'm
will
still
say,
running
from
at that
having been in
age.
Japan, like there's a lot of like old people who are very active.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
they're all
fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
they're
in-
just like riding bikes. They're just
Yeah.
like walking
That's
around.
gonna be
all
They
the
eat
time.
well as well. I
Yeah.
feel like that's the one thing. It's just diet. Like when
Yeah.
you look at them at that old and they're just like still able to even walk properly.
Yeah,
I feel like
focus
I'm
the
like,
movement. Like you're just always out.
You
and
got to
about.
continue it.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Movement's medicine, hey.
Very good. And fifth and final question. The wheelchair marathon occurred. We've got male winner Marcel Hug of Switzerland, and
know my
Susanna Scaroni of the US won the male and female respectively, times of 1:30.16 and 1:42.10. I want to know how many combined wins have they had at majors this year. So
Combined.
So there's 7 majors. So the max answer is 14. The minimum would be 2 because they both won
Yeah, gotcha.
on the day.
7.
7?
I feel
I
like
reckon
that's
like
quite high.
10.
I'm gonna go 9.
Old mate is like the Swede dude. He
Swiss.
Swiss.
Close.
Sorry.
Starts with S.
Swede.
We've said Swede in the answers.
I feel like he's like the greatest of all time, right?
Yeah. The goat of the sport. I wanted to
Yes, 11.
11, 10, 7,
9.
9. She reckons clean sweep. It is 10.
Wow.
It is 10. So
Nice.
Marcel has won
for them.
all 6 that he's partaken in this year. He
What a
didn't
pace.
he didn't
He's a
do
busy
Tokyo,
man.
as far as I could see. He didn't do Tokyo, so that was the guy who came second, Tomoki,
I mean, that was like 2
Hataki,
weeks
I think.
after Boston or something, wasn't
Yep.
it? Or pre-Boston.
pre-Boston, I think, week before
Yeah.
Boston. So he didn't do that one, but he's won all 6. And then Susanna Scaroni has won Boston,
Weapon.
I watched her in
Sydney,
Boston.
Chicago, and New York. So she's just done 3
Yeah.
to finish the year.
Wow.
Massive. And I want to just
crazy.
mention a few more about it because I feel like we never talk about wheelchair racing. So maybe we can, talk about this more in future. But she won back-to-back LA marathons in 2013, 2014. Then no more since up until 2022 where she won Chicago and New York. She then won Boston in 2023, nothing in 2024, and then the 4 this year and came second in Tokyo
Big year.
to Catherine de Bruyne of Switzerland, who's the other female who I think has won the other 3. So there you go, weapons of the sport.
Wow.
That's
I've watched
amazing.
you win a few of those.
Yeah.
Having got up and watched some of those races live. You do get a lot of wheelchair coverage when you watch an elite field.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watching them at
Heaps.
Sydney Zoom Pass was like outrageous.
Did you
Like, I don't
witness
know
the
how
crash?
they do
You
it.
witnessed the crash? No.
We literally, actually,
did.
Josh and I heard it because
Crash.
Ella, we were looking
Yeah,
for everyone. There was a
hectic.
crash. Ella saw it and we were spectating, but like we heard it, but we didn't see it because we were too focused on trying to find Ella.
Some numpty tried to cross the road.
Oh my
and,
God.
Like it was
Fully
when
taken
It's
out.
because
man.
When
people
there was,
don't
like-
realize that the wheelchairs are coming this way
Coming
and the
back
people
this
are
way
running
and
that
go-
way. And
yeah.
it was like one of the first wheelchairs coming through. Like,
Yeah, it was like
people
literally one of the
were
leaders.
yelling, yeah.
and got smoked.
Yeah.
And they're going like 40 k's an hour. Like they are
It's like a car accident. It's
flying.
like a car accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ella literally saw it, and when we saw her, she was like, "Holy!" Like
she
that
was, like,
was
shook.
crazy watching that.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Proper shit. Yeah. Anyway,
So there you go. I don't know who won the quiz, but I think sport is the winner.
so true.
Running. The
wins.
marathon is the winner.
Marathon
the
is
winner.
queen.
Well done.
There we go.
Great
Well
quiz.
done. Hope everyone enjoyed that listening. Yeah, there you go. Sissy, should we start with her? 2:46.
Let's start with her.
She
That's
smoked us, Chris.
crazy.
Smoked
Clutch
us.
Sissy. What a
Do we
weapon.
go through what we thought that yeah? Did we go through what we guessed what her time was? Did we guess it on the?
Yeah, I got no idea, mate. That would have been helpful if you wanted to put that in prior to right now, but good. We'll remember that for next time. But I think we
I know.
did.
I said 2:45 high. so
We
I'm pretty
did.
happy
We
with
did
that one.
pick.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of us
Yeah.
went quicker.
What was her official time?
2:46 something.
I respect her
07.
in our group chat calling you guys out, saying that she beat you.
Yeah.
Honestly, respect.
That
her.
was her
said that
A
was
goal.
what she
I'm
wanted.
so
That was
happy.
literally
Hashtag
her A goal.
beat the
Anything
boys.
else was.
Yeah.
She was so
was
humble about it,
bonus.
and then she goes, "Oh, and by the way, I beat you guys."
I beat you guys. You
She
idiot.
is the humble queen. No, she
So
smashed it.
good. What a beat.
Smashed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good seeing.
Watching her as well, how I feel like she was super optimistic going into it. Like she was like, I feel like I've
She's
done
done
the
the
hard
work.
yards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
Absolutely.
that that's rare that in these days everyone kind of self-doubt is massive these days.
Yeah.
And so for
You
someone
can
to go
so
in
get
super
into your
positive
head.
and like optimistic and just with the intention that they're going to do it, I go, maybe it works.
It does totally. I reckon that
Yes.
does.
I feel like
Go,
she's had
Sissy.
a pretty, like just the last 4. I remember talking to her probably like 8 weeks out from the marriage. She had a couple of niggles and then took a bit of time, got them right, and then just like crushed like 6 weeks. Like was putting those workouts in where you just like, PB,
ones you
PB, PB,
don't.
PB,
Totally.
and you're like, that's
Every
where you,
upload was just like, what?
yeah, they're the ones where you're just like, I'm on. Like
Yeah.
that's why you go into the race being like,
Yeah,
I'm dialed in.
true.
Like, yeah,
She was ready.
Yeah.
for sure.
Ready.
Yeah.
Go sis.
So she smashed it, yeah, and I didn't look at it splits, but I think it was pretty like smooth from how she went
I
about
think she
it.
quite negative splitted like we did, but I guess she beat us. So I
She
can't,
beat us, bro.
Can't say
Okay.
shit.
Yeah.
Should have gone harder. Hey?
Yeah, could have.
I
Yeah.
think you guys are even split pretty close. So I don't
And
know.
she wore glitter while she did it. So
Yeah.
So did Rin.
Love Hello.
We don't talk about
Left over
that.
from the night
We don't
before.
talk about that. Any other favourite moments from the marathon? I mean, we're going to get into the elite field and who won and all of that, but yeah,
Ojas
sub 3.
yeah, that was
I just
crazy.
sub
Said that as
three.
well. Bang.
big. You did say
Dog.
that.
Another pick. Yeah, he was.
And then him
58?
going to the gym the
58.
next day. I literally was like,
He is
why are you gymming?
Outrageous.
What sort of is it?
He's got an upper body to maintain.
Yeah.
Man's yoked.
Yeah. He's going to maintain the pipes. Yeah, no,
No, incredible
he just
effort.
crushed it. Yeah, I think I'd spoken to him a bit leading into the race, and I think he was a little like just, like probably the opposite of Sissy in a way. Like he was obviously confident, but you get a bit head noisy.
Yeah.
You're there, and everyone's talking about everyone always talks about like the hard parts of the marathon. No one's like, this part's gonna be easy. It's just like the hills are fucked. Like you're fucked. Like this is gonna be so cooked. But like I think he was kind of in his own head a bit, and then
He put in the work.
Yeah,
Like,
he
he
was-
trained so hard.
yeah, so he was kind of dialed and ready to go. And
On the heels
Yeah.
thing, I read something the other day that was pretty funny. It was like, all you people complaining about the hills in, say, New York and Sydney, have you never trained hills?
yeah,
Like, they're not that bad.
I didn't think
Yeah.
Sydney was that bad at all.
Yeah. It's like, if you train in your block, if you're training
Also, if there's
with
an uphill,
hills,
there's a downhill.
you're
Yeah.
fine.
yeah.
I mean, I've heard this friend of mine once say, hills pay the bills.
Yeah, that's-
Whoa. That's Cindy
I'm
P.
not
Yeah,
guy.
Merrick
That's
is
that
that
guy.
friend.
I'm
Hey man, I've said that once,
Did you quote me?
and I'm older than him.
You pay that?
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I just think. I agree. If you train on it, like you
You'll be right.
Yeah.
you'll be fine. But anyway, so he crushed it. Bunch of the boys went around, gave it a good nudge. So
It was a
yeah.
good crew out there, actually.
Yeah,
We had
Elle
quite a few people
smashed
do it.
it.
Soph 255.
So
Yeah.
huge.
PB?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
So crushed it. Yeah, heaps of shout out
I think
all
it
the,
was
all the
almost-
Puma,
all the
ones
Puma
rocking
girlies
the
as
Pumas.
well.
Yeah.
Those magic
Yeah.
Pumas, eh?
Did Sissy win the cash?
She
Do we
will
know?
have won some cash, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
Yeah.
she'll definitely have won $3,000.
Not like the biggest PB. That was what the big
Yeah,
pot
yeah.
was. All right.
I think she was.
It'd be
like-
someone going from like a 4 to a 330.
No,
Yeah.
you had to qualify for the program.
Yeah,
you had to have run
it had
a
to have been fit,
320,
yeah.
I think,
Okay.
already.
Jeez, she could be in the mix though.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
a
In
big
the
PB.
mix.
Yeah, what a coin. Absolutely crushed
Yeah, it's
it.
like 8
Hard
minutes or
work.
something like that.
Well deserved. Gonna lay it down in Boston and beat that time.
Dog. The elites. Helena Beery, female, course
Broke the
record.
record.
Broke the record
How long has that been standing? Many
since
years.
2003.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey,
22
shout out.
years. Yeah. Shout out you,
Yeah,
the girls.
2003, that was my year.
Was that when you were pointing at yourself? And I'm like, do you,
She actually set the record.
she was the youngest all-time marathoner.
She was the 8-year-old that she was talking about earlier.
Wow.
So that was good. That was a really cool finish. 3 Kenyans all to like the final
Wow.
2Ks, and then they broke. And I think Helen won by wasn't much, maybe 30, 40 seconds. I think an American came 4th, and she beat that 2003 record as well.
Oh, wow.
So
Oh, fast race.
all 4
Yeah.
runners, like perfect
Sick.
conditions, obviously for running. Much harder last year, Sissy. But yeah, I think great to all of them who managed to do that. And in the men, Benson Kipruto, first ever to win the 3 American majors.
Wow.
Yeah,
Because Kipchoge's never won in
Same.
Boston, I don't think.
and this was his first New York. So
It's true. Hasn't won New York either.
also didn't win that. Hasn't won New York. Has won a lot.
Yeah, he's won a lot of races.
Elliot has won a lot.
Yeah.
Has won Chicago,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I
not
was
the
going to
others.
say, I remember, last week when I was talking about the girls, that Iberi and Leketti were the two
Yeah.
that had all the
back
prior
and forth.
races, and they were the two, I think, coming into the final.
1-2.
Yeah, the final scene again.
Huge.
So, like, they're just constantly battling each
That's
other.
sick.
So, pretty cool. Pretty cool to
That is
see.
sick.
Very cool. And on Benson Kipruto, I forget his name, Matiso, who came second.
Yeah.
0.03. It might have been 0.02, but it was like a photo finish
Yeah.
Yeah.
at the
Crazy.
line. The guy kicked hard.
It
Crazy.
It looked like
Crazy watching it.
Kip Rudo, took the foot off the gas. That's what kind of surprised me watching it back.
Yeah, they didn't really run through the
I feel
finish
like they
line.
never
eh?
do, though. I feel like I always am so surprised how many people kind of do pull up before the line. I'm like, finish
But especially if
first?
you're like if you're, I don't know,
With
the
someone.
guy is like,
Yeah.
because he
Right
put a
there.
gap of him,
Yeah.
of a decent, like, I don't know, 5-10 meters or something, and then
Pulled
I don't know,
up,
just
yeah.
surged on him. But yeah, it's hard. You just get the arms out, you get the block off, you kind of blocks them out. So it was
Great
I mean, we
race.
said after World Champs it wasn't going to be another photo finish, but here
there
we
you
are at almost the next one, and there's another huge photo finish. So
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Great for the sport. And then a record amount of finishes, 56,200-ish out of, I believe, just
59.
under 60,000,
Yeah.
59,000. So 3,000 who didn't quite make it. One of those being Joe Greer with a big fat blister.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Under the foot. But yeah, 56,000 finishes, beating London from earlier this year. So yeah, I think
Marathon's on the up.
Sydney's just announced, what, 40?
30,
Is it
35?
35? Okay.
So we're
5,000.
tiny compared to them.
Yeah, but we were 25 2 years ago.
Oh, and we were like 5 years
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
COVID.
Right.
Yeah.
Growth rate is huge. And I think
also-
it was like 140 something thousand entered the ballot.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also not that much space at North Sydney Oval to
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah,
they have
we
to
were
move
pushing
the
limits
start.
Well, they're
This
going to have
year.
to put, I reckon they'll have to actually use the oval. Did they use it this year?
No.
Well, there you
Probably
go.
for the
Yeah,
elites.
Use the oval.
They use it for
We
the
use
elites.
everything but the oval.
They'd use that for the elites and the
Big
stadium
open
for the.
space that they could
Let's
use.
not
that-
use that.
Yeah. That's what the elites use.
Yeah.
But they use that other oval at the top near where
No,
all those
they don't use
portaloos
that
are. They
either.
just need to fill that with portaloos next year.
Yeah, but
Wayne Larden, if you're listening, please.
Yeah. Portal Oval.
Portaloos there, watermelon at the finish line. Great.
Simple.
Boxed off.
That's Rin's race.
The major.
Rin's race
The
tips,
people's
yeah.
major. There was actually something around weather that you maybe wanted to mention. I don't know if.
Oh, I was
you
going to
wanna-
say,
wanna
I see
pull
if I
that
can find
up.
the post. It was basically about half the marathons of the year had been massively over, and then the other half had been cooler weather, and New York was kind of like the perfect,
as in
Okay.
over, you mean too hot or too cold?
as in versus the average.
Yeah, 'cause I
So
remember London was hot.
so the
apparently.
20-year,
Berlin cooked as
the
well.
2025 high versus 20-year high average.
And is the 20-year high average, just to clarify, average on the day of the marathon or just in that city
I'd
all
say
the time?
probably on the day of the marathon.
Yeah, cool. That's
but it was
a bit more helpful for context.
Yeah. So it was Tokyo's average was 13, and on the day it was 20. Boston was 13 on the day. The average was 17. London was 21, and the average was 15. So that was a hot. Remember everyone talking
for
about that being a
London.
hot and humid
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Berlin was 28, and the average was 18. So 10 degrees warmer.
That's a hot day.
That was the one that
Yeah.
cooked everyone. Chicago was 17 versus an average of 19, and then New York was 12 versus an average of 14. So
Sydney.
They didn't. They didn't
They
have
didn't
Sydney
include
on the
Sydney.
graphic.
Sydney was it was a cool
was
day.
like-
It was
I feel like that was
15?
10 degrees.
It wasn't warm.
I feel like
yeah.
that was a good
in the
temperature.
morning, and then
yeah, this is a high of the day. So Sydney was probably
Yeah,
got
right.
like 20, probably. I'd say.
Yeah.
Something like
Berlin was that's
Yeah,
28
that's
is hot.
But that's
And 'cause you
high of the
start
day.
so late as
Yeah.
well.
So that's not when most people hammering are doing it. Obviously, it's tough for the
Yeah.
people running a
Yeah, but
long
like-
marathon.
But a lot of these run at
Those
like
ones
start
start
like
late
nine.
as well. Yeah, they're
Right,
not starting
starting
at
at
6
9.
a.m. like
Yeah.
us.
yeah, it's like they're probably hitting the high of the day at the end of the race.
Yeah.
yeah.
Especially for those people who wouldn't start even if the marathon starts at 9, then majority of people aren't starting till 11 or something like
Yeah.
that, and then the main bit is
I feel like part of that is obviously Oz, they're pretty aware of getting it out early, especially some PTSD from prior years.
Yep.
But also a lot of them have to go. A lot of them have to go it's well out of the way, out of the city. So it's
Yeah.
New York, you have to it's pretty difficult to get
yeah,
out there.
Boston
Same
as
with
well,
Boston, you got to
it's
get
the
out
bus
there.
out, yeah.
Sydney, you can you get to. It's not that hard to get to
imagine
the start.
a 6
Yeah.
a.m. start time for New York would mean you're getting on the bus at midnight.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's terrible.
So I feel like that's part of it, but anyway, yeah, it was an interesting one. The weather
Yeah.
conditions seemed perfect. We were talking about it all week. It was just completely dialed as the ultimate.
Shout out to everyone who ran PBs. We're going to jump into Strava now. We wanted to chat about this. I believe we don't have too long to yap, given people have work on Friday. But we've got a few questions from Lil, I believe. But I guess the general context is letting numbers dictate how you feel
Yeah.
about a race. I feel like there were a few people, maybe even in New York, but also in previous races, and just in general, whether it's your heart rate on a screen, whether it's different things for different people. We're going to chat about that.
I think if you letting numbers dictate how you feel about a race, totally fine, because that is the be all and end all. That's what you've been training for.
Of the race.
Of the race.
But I feel like you get into your head.
Hey.
You just get into your head.
Yeah.
At Noosa, I did not look at my watch once. I did not know what my pace was. I had no idea what time I was finishing at. Ella just kept on telling me we're sweet with time, and I was going for a 3:30, so I was okay, perfect. And then when we crossed the line, I still didn't look at my watch, and she was like, you got 3:14. I was like, shit, because like I did not look at it once. I just like went off how my body felt. If I was a little bit cooked, I'd just try and drop back a tiny bit, and then so I really don't focus on numbers in that sense.
Wow.
Because I feel like you get in your head, and like Sean told me that before Noosa, he was like, don't worry about like heart rate and things like that, because then if you look at your thing and it's higher, I feel like I'd get in my head and stress myself out.
True.
And that's another thing I'm worrying about that I don't
I was going to say,
but that's just me.
for Noosa, supposedly you did have like Ella to pace you. So
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
that's
So
the
I didn't
luxury
have
of
to worry
having a
about
pacer.
those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, for example, I'm like, I need to focus on that, or
Yeah.
I will go to. If I'm listening to how my body's feeling, I'm going here, there,
Way too
everywhere.
hard.
Yeah.
Way too hard or way too slow. Like I'm like, there's actually the photo of me on Tempo Journal, the one of me checking my watch in, and that's me the whole race. Like I'm just checking my watch, making sure that I'm buffer 5 seconds, and that's the only rate I can race to time.
Yeah.
And then my heart rate's a different story. If I see my heart rate, I freak out. So I have to hide that on my watch just because it's probably over 185 the whole race. So that freaks me out if I look at that, especially with
Same.
experience of
Red
having
line operators over here.
dictate my
Headlining,
race. So
headlining.
yeah, no, I hide that. But
Yeah.
for me, I'm like numbers are the only way that I can actually race properly.
Probably
And
two
then-
different parts then, because it's like
Yeah, I
in
was-
the race is one thing, but like
Post-race,
post-race
yeah.
is, again, I agree that like, I think we obviously spoke about it during the week, but like having a big goal and like wanting to achieve said number goal is great, and like that's important, but if you do or don't hit it, like realistically, you know, it's a cliche, but like it's the all the work up until that point that's really the important thing, and then
Yeah.
celebrating it after, and it, you know, that, you know, you get to the race week. I probably said it to a lot of people, but getting to the race and like the race itself is just a celebration of the fitness and the work that you've
Well, I
developed.
think that like there's still
That's
space.
the hardest bit.
I think people quickly go into the, well, you worked really hard, you did a great run. It's like, well, yeah, but I also didn't meet the goal that I
course.
set for myself.
Of
That
course.
you've worked
Um,
for
yeah,
like
exactly. And
14
so I think,
weeks
like-
for, which is not
But it's like how you
letting
move on
yourself
from that.
Yeah, totally.
Because
Yeah.
the not meeting the goal doesn't necessarily mean you performed bad on the day. It can also mean that you didn't prepare correctly.
Bingo.
Like
Yeah.
there's multiple ways to look at it in my
Totally.
mind. But before we all go on, I want to give you the opportunity to ask some of these questions. that
No,
you've
well,
been-
yeah. No, I just feel like I maybe take race days out of this. I feel like that is obvious. I'm aware that like absolutely you need tracking. There are goals you need to meet. I'm just talking about Strava in general. I just think like I just wanted to give that perspective to you guys. But I'm like, as someone who doesn't run, I guess the media that I take in is I have like I don't know, like some of the stuff I see from runners or whatever, whoever it is, whoever's putting their Strava anywhere, that is totally a personal choice. I'm not shaming that at all. I'm just curious because I feel like as someone, as I just said, who's not a runner, it does feel like, and I think I can speak on maybe more, like a lot of people too that I've spoken to about this just in general. But I feel like even before I was to start, let's say I was to start training, I actually, like I said this to both of you, I was like, I'm getting gaslit. I'm gaslighting myself that I could run a marathon in like such a quick
Awesome.
time. Like
Yeah.
I just don't, I feel like, it sounds really deep when I'm saying this, but it feels like if I was to start, I would feel like I failed because of what I've already seen of like what is success or like the best pace. And like that might be around who I'm following. That actually might be around like what,
100%.
but I would love maybe, and there is definitely more representation of like runners on TikTok and Instagram that you see all the time of like trying to do my first 10K. But I do think it's become this thing of like, if you're not the fastest, you shouldn't even try. Like I feel like that, and maybe that's to do with Strava. I do feel like because you can see and you have access to everyone's, I don't know, actual numbers. I do feel like I'm just like, what do people think about that? Do people like? I'm sort of like, should it be a private? Like, should it be? Because I get tracking it to see, okay, I did 10K in this time and now I'm doing it in this time. But I'm like, is it for others? Like, do you guys notice when you're putting up your Strava, is it for you or is it for others to see and compare? Like, I just want to know what that conversation's like for all of you.
It's funny you say this now because Maggie Donkin, my little sister, shout out to Maggie, she's just started somewhat running and swimming. And she sent me a screenshot of her run last week. And she was like, look what I ran today. And I went to look on Strava and it wasn't there. And I was like, why haven't you uploaded it? And she was like, oh, like I don't want people seeing it. And I was like, why wouldn't you want people seeing it? And she was just like, and she mentioned most of you guys, and they like, if you're in her requests and whatever, she won't let you follow her because she's just like, they'll judge me for how slow I am.
Yeah, that's me. I
And
feel like
I'm
a lot
like-
of people think that.
And when I say, I mean, for me personally, I love Strava for more so seeing what my friends are doing. So I go, if Cam's gone for a run with Rin and they've gone around the rocks, I'm like, oh, love that they've done that with their Saturday morning. I don't think I've ever...
I feel like Strava is like my Instagram.
It's a great Saturday.
Yeah,
I love
like I
it.
spend more
Yeah.
time on Strava than I do any other app.
100%.
But I think that that's just for when you're in the world of running, that's probably what we like. But I can totally understand coming from an outsider's perspective that if you're probably not as fast, like even for Maggie, I said to her this week, I was like, post it because no one cares about your time. I'm also just like giving you credit for doing what you're doing. Like you're getting out there and you're getting,
I feel like I give
getting
more
shit
credit
done.
to the people who are newly getting into it as well.
100%.
I'm like,
keep going.
Getting into running is hard.
Yeah.
Like, it's not easy. Like, you really need to stick with it to like build and get faster.
Yeah.
Like,
And
it's not just
I think though that Strava has made it seem like you should be getting there quicker for some reason. I do think that there is
People
definitely
look to in
like
those
I
sort
feel
of
like
things.
but I guess it really depends on who you're following and who you're around. Because if I followed you guys, I probably would never upload in my life because I'd be like, I don't know. I do think it becomes like I feel like comparing, and maybe that's a problem with the people that are comparing shouldn't be on the app, which is why like I don't necessarily think I would do that, but it feels like I'd be embarrassed to let anyone follow me just because I'm like, no, it feels condescending. Someone who's like really fast being like, you did so well at my like 7 pace. I'm like, thank you. Like that doesn't even, you know what I mean? I just am like, is there a way that Strava could like take away that? I don't know.
I see Cam's bursting with thoughts.
Yeah,
Let him out.
tell me.
I
Let me
completely
have it.
agree that I just think comparison is
Thief of joy.
But
it is a
everyone
thief of
does
joy.
it, like
Yeah,
in
but
every sense. Which is,
of course. And again, I'm probably coming from the perspective of I'm the one putting the time up often.
Yeah, no, that's what I want to talk about.
So I think realistically, like I'm always trying to be, especially when I've got mates who are starting out or like people who are going for a run or they're like inconsistent or like they run. Like my goal is to have more people running and more people, like more mates to run with and more people pushing for goals and things like that. Like, so I'm often just trying to be like it's more the fact that you've done it and it's like, or it's the fact that like you're faster a month into it than you were a month ago. And I think like that even for myself, like because again, I'm running my own journey or whatever, but realistically it's like I just want to know that I'm improving on what I'm doing or I'm more consistent or what my benchmarks are to yourself. And I do agree that you can jump on there and just get caught in a wheel of, especially if you're starting, you're like, you put up like a 4K run at, you know, whatever pace, like 7-minute pace or something, but that's your pace and that's what you're doing. And it's realistically, it's just the fact that you're doing it. So
you got to start somewhere.
yeah, I think there's definitely can be a bit too much people going into like, oh, let me look at your splits and your heart rate in these sections and what you did here. And like, it gets a bit too in the weeds of it. And it's just that can be unhealthy.
Yeah.
I think what the main part of Strava is like just sharing that you've done the activity and enjoying that someone else has done something too, rather than being like, well, you didn't like, because realistically, like, I don't think most people aren't consciously going to Strava to be like, look at this loser, they did a fucking slow run. Like, you know what I mean? Like most of the time.
But also you don't like, you can interact with people in the real world and if they're a dickhead, you can never talk to them again. I think it's the same thing with Strava. If
But it's
someone's
also-
doing that, just remove them.
Yeah.
Or like, don't let them follow you. Like,
I feel like
I would like to think none of us are like that. And I almost feel like taking this moment to say that fucking page is not me. This Instagram page just popped up. People keep thinking it's me, this official marathon time.
Official, unofficial times.
Connor Johnson commented on my recent post saying something alluding to it. So clearly there's chat about it. It's absolutely fucking not. Like, you can laugh about it, but then it's the thing of like, just like
Start somewhere.
block those people. Like I completely agree. I also think it's a metaphor for life in the sense of like, if you're starting in a job, you're probably not going to be very good at that job.
Yeah.
But you got to go through years or a lot of shit stuff. If you're posting videos, when I started posting podcasts, some of the early episodes are terrible, but like
You're growing.
like terrible. And the only way I could get to this point, which still has a long way to go, is to go through all of that. So the only way you're going to be able to run a marathon or a half marathon or a 10K is by doing what some people might think is a crap 1K, but who cares? You're moving.
But
You're
it's-
outside.
Is it not dissimilar to like also like when I go to the gym, like I don't lift heavy, but like it's like that saying of like no one's watching you in the gym either. Like no one's looking that closely.
No way.
Or
Yeah.
she's only
You're
lifting
lifting
those-
heavy for you.
Exactly.
That's
That's the point. Like I get how people think that with Strava. Like, obviously everyone looks into it, but like it's in the real world, like there's so many things that you can relate to that. But then also it is like what Cam said. Like, so many of my friends have gotten into running, and I'm like so glad. And like, it's the best thing when they come to you and ask for advice as well on
Totally.
how to get better, or like, like I feel like I do hype them up on their posts, and I never want them to think like, oh
You're being
God, she's like,
condescending.
yeah. I'm like, no, like you literally
You
2 months ago didn't run, and now
Yeah.
you are like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, let's go for a run together. Like,
Yeah.
it's the best thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's conscious. If you are like, you know, in that community, or you're running, or you're like the person that someone would be comparing themselves to, like it's your job to, if your mate is starting to run or whatever, is like being supportive of them and getting around them and being like in a way that isn't condescending.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
championing the
Yeah,
right.
totally.
And
Totally.
you got to immediately like recontextualize their.
Yeah.
I mean, we spoke about it last week, I think, talking about people, new runners, who go out and they just go,
Smash
I need
it.
to
Yeah,
run a
they go to the
PB
bar,
every single
yeah.
fucking run, and I need to go out and like.
I think though
You're
that
gonna
reason
have
that
bad
is
runs.
happening though is because of Strava. I
Of
do
course,
think
because
that's
people
why.
go, I need to go out and set the fastest time every time I run.
See, I would disagree with that, Lil, because I was someone who, when I first started running properly, like doing races, which was probably 2021 when I started racing, every single race I did was as hard as I could go.
That's a race.
No, sorry, every run. Like,
Yeah.
I would just go out,
Yeah.
and this was before Strava days. Like, I didn't have a Strava, I had an Apple Watch, and I would go out and I would just run as hard, because it was more so because a run should be hard, and that's how it should feel. And it's only now that I think, when I do runs with other people and they're like, you're going to run way too fast for me, I'm like, I don't run for the sake of trying to like make myself buggered.
I'm not
That's
going to
not-
run away from you. We're
Yeah.
running together.
Like,
We're gonna have a chat.
I'm
Catch you later.
I actually like running. Like, we often do runs where we're at conversational pace,
Yeah.
just enjoying each other's company. We're running because that's a common thing that we
We
like
have
doing.
runs where we'll stop for like 10 minutes
Totally,
at a
like-
bubbler and just have a conversation. Like,
Yeah.
James the other week had to be like, let's
Come on,
get
Come
a
on.
full
going.
But
Yeah.
we just like honestly take it as, oh, let's just
But I
sit and chat
get
in the
why,
middle.
from an outsider's perspective, you might think that. But I
People
think
do that though.
Yeah.
People do jump on the app. I got mates to do it and just jump on it, just rip people, try and rip
Yeah.
it every
Yeah.
first time run though. I just think like, yeah, you probably do it without Strava regardless, but Strava exacerbates it. You being
Definitely.
Totally.
Like,
Yeah.
I need to try and PB. I need to get like you set a fastest time in this, you set a fastest time in that. So I just think like, yeah, realistically, it's just contextualizing your own journey to what
Yeah.
you're trying to improve on is like, I mean, and that goes for whether you're, been running for a month or whether you've been running for 5 years. It's like, can recontextualize what you're trying to actually train to, because
Totally.
realistically, like if you're faster than you were a year ago, like that's a success. Or if you weren't running 6 months ago and you are now running twice a week consistently, like that's a win. Like it's just
It is all
consistency is really the only thing that matters.
good question though.
Yeah, I
I
liked
got
that.
like 5,000 more, but we'll save it for another.
We'll save it. I mean, I probably talked too much about New York because, yeah, we're getting close to needing to end, but it is a great topic and we should do more on it. Marathons, are they being normalised?
100%.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Thank
You
you.
see all those TikTok
think so.
influencers, like,
I actually don't
listen,
like it.
I follow all those little
I don't
Utah
like it.
girlies and things, but like they
it needs
are
to be-
normalizing
it used to
doing
be
like
like-
6 marathons a year. And, like,
Dude.
one marathon
Yeah.
a year is like one
The
like
elites
just doing a
only do
marathon
one
is
marathon a year.
crazy.
Literally,
Like
Maybe
that's
2.
yeah, and like watching all those, like I refer to the Utah running girls. Like if you see them on TikTok or Instagram, whatever. Like, but
Girls
they
know.
do so many because they get the brand deals from Runner, whatever
Yeah.
it may be,
Maybelline.
and like it just doesn't.
Maybelline.
It's not like a normal thing. So then people are thinking that they should be doing
Yeah,
4
this is
marathons. Like I
100%.
felt guilty for only doing 1, but I'm like,
what?
my body is
Marathons.
so
The
exhausted
origin
from
story,
that.
like that's how someone died. Like that's
Yeah.
the freaking origin. It's like 42. Like that's literally how someone died. Like,
Yeah.
that's why-
I don't love that it's being normalised. I think
I'm saying there's no like big like
Your body needs time to
there's-
rest.
Yes, and because there's that social media being like, oh, it is genuinely making people think,
that's,
oh, I can do
yeah.
it, which is great. There's that part of
I was
like I
gonna
can do
say,
it then.
Marathons being normalized is a physio's wet dream.
Yeah.
Should have said that with an ASMR voice, but
I just don't think
Next
I
time.
just don't think as for you guys, I'm like the people that are like, and for anyone actually, but anyone who's training for it aren't getting the accolades. I'm like, marathon, that's a massive deal, and like
Yeah.
I just think now when someone talks about marathon, I'm like, oh cool, like it's a 4K.
I feel like
I'm like,
sometimes
what?
we move on from it too fast. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, so what's your
100%.
next marathon? What's your next PB? You're
It's a
going for? And
huge
like,
deal. I think it's,
I just did
I'm gonna
that.
just
Or it's
recover
like
for a little
you
bit.
can finish a race and they're like, oh, so you're gonna do an Ironman next? So you're gonna do this? I'm like,
Yeah, it's like, what's next?
Yeah,
no, like I actually
totally.
just want to chill.
Let's just
like
chill.
I just
Yeah.
did that 42 kilometers, and that's like enough mental strength and physical. It's just a lot in
Yeah,
there.
because I feel like probably part of it is that it's become so popular, and people just like if you're not in that world, you're probably just seeing that someone's just gone and run it, but you're probably not seeing the like 12 to 16 weeks of
100%,
lead up,
yes.
which is like realistically, like we were talking about it. Like it's easy to be like, I'm just gonna go do it. Like realistically, if you put a gun to someone's head, they could probably go run a marathon if they had to. But it's like, and people, sometimes people love to go like, oh, I'm just going to run a marathon with no training, or like that becomes a bit of like a joke in itself. But like, realistically, that isn't like that impressive, because the hardest part is like the consistent dedication to like do the work and like prepare yourself to actually be right on the day and then execute. Like it's not just being like, I'm going to go run a marathon, or I'm going to go do like the performative hard thing that it's the actual like unseen the consistent work that makes the biggest part.
The lead up, which is the actual like the hardest bit of a marathon.
Yes,
So-
should be celebrated
12,
way
14
harder.
weeks,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
100%.
But yeah, they are. There's just a part of it is because it's becoming so popular.
Yeah.
That it's like, once so many people have done it before, it's like becomes less unique.
Yeah.
And that's part of it. But I
Yeah.
just think realistically, like
Restrictions.
they're hard.
One a year.
They're hard. One a year. I've done 4.
Yeah, you did all of yours in the first. You did all 5 of
4 in
yours.
5 months or something.
That's
like that.
really
And
crazy.
all 5 of
feel
yours
that
in
that's
12
what
months.
I'm
So
Yeah,
you're talking about I think you're changing it up. You're changing it up,
Do you feel
right?
attacked now?
2
Comment
were
on
2 were
it.
pacing jobs.
I was going to say 2 were pacing jobs, so
Yeah.
Hey,
That
one
was
was a
long.
2:44.
They were just long.
guys. Come
They were
on.
just long.
That's my
I'm
PB you're
also
talking
saying
about.
it was-
That's my PB you're talking about.
I'm also
Go look at my Strava.
I'm also
guys.
saying shout out to Pacers, because to run a
shout.
marathon voluntarily
Oh,
for someone else is
100%.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Cam and Chris just doodling on their paper.
Always.
Children.
Good to know we've got your full attention.
Well,
We've got to move through some of this last stuff a bit quick, but I hope everyone's enjoyed this. Girls, do you want to talk to a bit? You've got, speaking of Strava, a lovely graph. You've come back from
It's
injury,
so nice.
and you
Guys,
just
I take great pride in
incrementally.
that.
You need to
Yeah,
see
I need
this
to see
graph.
it.
It's just
Incrementally goes up. So it's just like
Basically, it's like a
perfect.
disability ramp
Really?
straight up from disabled to back.
respect. Yeah, I like it.
Perfect.
Belle is
Trying
back.
not to get injured again, honestly.
Come
I
on.
can't have any more injuries. Like, I've had 3 in the last, I think, 4 years. Like, no more.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get down to the basis of why and how to prevent that. So
What are you
then
doing to do that?
I'm seeing an endocrinologist, and then she wants me to see like a dietitian. I've done like so many tests to see like bone density and things like that. Ultimately, with my earlier injuries, we thought it was to do with like my period and things like that and losing it, but it's just still in the works, trying to figure out what it is
Cool.
and like how to avoid injuring myself before Boston.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
getting through
Get
that
to the
training.
start line.
That's all I want
You're
to
the
do.
8th member of this Boston crew. Last one to be on the
Yeah.
pod, so welcome. But yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah,
She's back.
Build back better to Boston.
exactly. We're back stronger.
Okay.
Just build
Totally.
Bell builds to Boston.
Oh, God, there was another B. I knew it. No, very good. We'll have to get you on before Boston multiple times, I believe, to chat more about that. Maybe
Please.
some Red Bull Race to the Sun chat, please. Someone. No?
Take me back.
Replay the hits.
We play the hits. Tilly, you
Yes.
did Noosa try, and I believe you hated it.
You hated it.
Give us 60 seconds on that.
Saying that lightly, I think I went in totally naive. I actually had a chat to Meg, shout out to Meg, who was on the podcast 2 weeks ago. After the race, she came up and she said, "Did you love it?" And I looked at her and I went,
That's one way.
"No, I actually didn't. I really didn't. That was really, really, really fucking hard." And I think I went in probably naive with not enough training for something that, and I think I had respect for triathletes, especially like the elite level ones, but I could not believe how hard it was. And I've now, this year was my 3rd mara, second I've completed, but it was truly gritty. Yeah, it was really, really hard.
Gritty.
Yeah. I was on the bike and I said to myself, I will never do this again. I mean, looking back
Wow.
now, I
Will
definitely will do one again.
I feel like after marathons as well, we all
Yeah.
say never doing that.
But I just
I mean, I
go,
did.
and a marathon's hard, but you can find your groove and you can kind of take it around you because you're doing it for so long. But I think that you kind of sprint the swim and then you get straight on the bike after fiddling and taking your gels and all of that. And then you're straight into the lock-in of the bike, which flew. And it's only realistically just over an hour. And then straight into the
much
run,
chopping
which
and
is like,
changing.
if you're trying to do all 3 as fast and as hard as you can, it's bloody tough. Like, I just go, and I know that you're all probably like, yeah, no shit. But it was just like, I went in thinking it would be easier than it was.
Yeah.
And I was totally bamboozled.
Well, I mean, we said this in person, but I think the run off the bike in training definitely helps. Albeit you
Yes.
had that thought on the bike, but
Yes, I actually did
all of
one
the
run off the
little
bike
modules.
prior to the race, which probably wasn't the best of prep. Also went out way too hard, but yeah, just massive respect for triathletes after that. I think it's a sport that is probably up and coming, but after doing it once, I'm
So much
definitely
training
have
as
the
well
bug. I
for
hate to
it.
say it, but no, yeah, lots of fun, but very, very tough.
Well done.
Love it.
Thank you.
lovely work, Chris. You did a 1K.
Guys, I'm touching grass.
Yes,
I'm touching grass.
it's the
I've
small
been
wins.
released from the shackles of the Alter G. And yeah, how many runs am I in? Two 1 mile runs this week.
Nice.
So far, I got another one today.
You got to
So-
build up
it's so
slowly. Make your
back.
graph look
Yeah.
like mine.
It will. It will look like yours.
Starting with a 3.2 kilometer week.
Yep.
Can you just increase by
You-
1
you have
kilometer
to
every
start
week?
somewhere.
1.5K. Yeah.
Every week to Boston.
There you go. 42 at Boston.
Yeah. So it's been slow, but we're getting there. I'm very glad to be running outside again. That's a good thing.
Nice.
Running with your daughter.
Running with Frankie.
That was
Cute.
so
Yeah,
cute.
sweet girl. And then like 2 more weeks of this like kind of interval-y style running. And then I think what did I say? The 25th of November, first unbroken 25-minute run. 25-minute.
That's like the best.
25-minute run.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah.
To go back to it, I feel.
I mean, I've been
obviously-
running like for maybe the last month
Yeah.
on the treadmill. Like,
Yeah, of course.
So, yeah, 3
Exciting.
weeks of outside.
That is
Smashing the
so
gym.
exciting.
Smashing the gym.
Build
Yeah,
the
You're
boards up.
looking a bit buff.
Thank you. I've been
Hasn't done
working
any
on it.
arms.
I was going to say, do you reckon you can bench me or what are you?
That cannot happen. But just getting strong. I'm the heaviest that I've ever been.
Wow.
Literally ever.
Wow.
I think I'm like
Okay, thick boy.
68 kilos.
Dad bod. We love all body shapes. Well done, you have a body. Well done. Very good. No, that's
Yeah.
exciting.
The
So-
build is back.
That is exciting.
back.
I'm looking forward to running that 25 minutes with you.
Come on, we're gonna do
Yeah,
it.
can we all join?
25
Yeah,
on,
man.
on the 25th.
25 on the 25th, I believe, maybe something like that. Yeah.
Lily's in
It's
it.
a
Yeah,
Tuesday
I'll be
morning.
there.
Yeah? First Strava upload?
Shut up.
Hey, we'll get your pair of shoes. Buy, sell. Girls, you were loving this when we were texting earlier this week. I'm going to
Bill
throw,
came
So
I'm
prepared.
gonna throw to you first. Bell
Okay.
Horton.
Yeah.
What's your
I
buy?
have
What's
a
your
buy
sell?
and a sell.
Okay.
Pretty.
My buy is the brand Win Republic. Like she does like tri suits.
Yeah, I wore a tri-suit.
Cycling things, running. Like I can't speak for the boys obviously, but for the girls, there are so many pockets in it. It's like you've got 2 on the sides, 1 in the back of the shorts. You've got a gel like little pocket
Yeah.
in
In
here.
the front,
You've got
not
the
the
phone.
We
like
got both.
there are so many, and like cause the woman who created it is actually a ultra runner. Like she actually made it.
She's
Yeah.
like, this
For
is
that.
what I want.
Yeah,
Exactly.
she was
So
like,
it's
"Make it."
actually
Yeah.
dedicated for
Cool.
that. So highly
great.
recommend. And the fact that I only have 1 set from them, but like that is on repeat. I'm waiting
Yeah.
for some more. Then I'm stopping your watch in interval, like in speed sessions.
Backed.
I
Love
can't-
that.
like,
Great.
You have to
think
keep
it's been
that
sold
going.
before. A
So
great sell.
sorry.
Good
Oh,
stuff.
Great
sorry.
sell.
No, that's all right.
It's a sell that we
Let's
hold.
double sell it because
Yeah.
it deserves to be.
You
doubled.
selling it as well?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing it on this, but I'm saying it
Yeah.
deserves to be double sold.
Like no
I like it.
pausing your watch in speed
yeah,
sessions.
it's a part of the sesh.
Let it run.
Yeah, sorry.
Let
I
it
back
run.
that.
Yep. Nice.
Do the normal thing and post the Garmin
Yeah,
splits
exactly.
and just be like,
Nice.
here's my rest. Here's
I
the
agree.
Gives you
I
more of an
totally
accurate
agree.
thing.
Yeah. Again,
Sorry.
who are you trying to
Right.
impress?
Exactly.
Bingo.
Yeah.
I am buying is I like it. Yes.
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 How
Well,
long
you'd
have
hope
biked
that
since
you-
done
yeah.
that?
Discuss this on
To be
this
fair,
one.
we had to clarify this morning.
You
I
actually
both
have
had
to
it
front
messed
up the cash before you leave the building.
I'll tell you the price after you say you're buying it.
I am buying ribbons, and I'm actually I wore one today.
Yes.
purposely.
Wait, I have one as well.
Because
I love it.
I have
Gracie
a
Abrams fans, by any chance?
I have ribbons. I have a validation for this.
I'm excited you were about this 2 days ago. Ribbons, guys. Sorry, it's so
Because
good.
listen up. I have always said to pick people in a race if they have a proper ribbon color, so much easier. So I always get the
It
girls'
makes
ribbons
the whole
before we race, and we all
outfits as well.
match. It makes the outfit. This weekend, I put it on my helmet so my mum and dad could see me when I was riding. I also put it on the pole where my bike was because we have to just remember where our bikes were. Could
Yeah.
spot my bike from bloody a kilometre away because of the ribbon. And
It's like one of those big car sales.
No, haven't we told you?
No, and I just also love the look
enormous.
of them. I feel like it
Yeah,
looks so cute.
it
but
literally
I'm
makes
just
the
like,
outfit.
Do we need you to do a design for a Boston ribbon?
Maybe.
Tilly,
But
we've actually already discussed ours. So
and I,
we
you
have
know,
our outfits planned.
totally.
Well, hang
but
on,
I
I've
just,
got long hair. I could
I was
use a
gonna
Boston
say,
headband.
It's probably
Can we,
more
like,
so for the
braid
girls.
your
Can't do
hair?
much for the boys, but
Yeah.
love a ribbon.
Okay.
Love
Yeah.
it. Good
I'll
buy.
allow it.
I mean, Chris's hair's as long as
I was
it's
gonna
ever
say.
been under that
It is as
hat.
long as it's ever been under this
Heaviest he's ever been, longest hair he's ever
Because of the
had.
hair.
Disheveled.
It's all because of the hair.
Yeah.
Buy sell. What you
I'm buying that page on Instagram. Rinza ghost page.
Fish your times.
His side
It
hustle.
is a great
got?
page. I
It's
thought
not
of it.
me.
I
We
did-
thought about it.
I love it.
I did think about
Because
buying it.
I just love how it's like it's holding no punches. It's like you cheated in a marathon. Fuck you. We're
It's-
gonna call
It
you
brought
out.
something up
Like,
the other day from last year's Sydney
Oh.
Marathon. I was like, oh, this is...
But-
They
Yeah.
have to get
Doing
someone.
and it's in like it's pretty deep. It's
I
pretty
liked it,
hectic.
but I liked it at the end of the day that it's like it's nothing. This is nothing personal. We're simply upholding the integrity of the marathon.
Yeah.
and you
No,
are,
it's so fair.
and it's like it's pretty like it's such a great page.
It's obviously someone in Australia, probably Sydney,
Yeah.
because like so far everyone that's been called out is based in Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they went to a bunch
Wow.
of American ones, I think, as well.
Someone
but yeah.
has something against all of those people.
Oh yeah.
I want to diverge the
yeah.
rumours from me because definitely not me. I believe it might be someone Northern Beaches.
Okay.
That's what I'm.
Oh,
I've
really?
heard because I asked
Starting
someone.
rumours.
Well,
Yeah, he's just trying to
Yeah, he's
trying
ban
to
the
deflect.
flame off.
Exactly.
Playing defense.
no, I reckon the rumours are around me because Mimi, shout out, we were chatting about. Oh, that would be funny.
Someone who needs to be careful about her marathon times.
Yep. Well, she's yet to do one.
Yeah.
But she
So
doesn't.
fast.
She doesn't even listen to the pod. She did on the pod, doesn't listen. But she tagged me very early when it was me, and I just replied. And then I've seen some screenshot of people going, "Is this Rin?" And I'm like, "It's me
Don't
with
drag
Instagram
my
comments
name.
again,
was
just
convinced
getting
it
in
was
trouble."
us.
Stay
Yeah.
out of the
Like
comments.
me
bro.
or
You
you.
reckon I've got time to fucking do that?
No, you don't.
Busy.
I do not have time. Honestly.
Anyway,
honestly.
that's my buy.
I like it.
Great buy. Good page.
Merrick, what did you got? Buy or sell?
I am buying. I was at a wedding on the weekend in Melbourne, and I'm buying a wedding morning run.
Yeah, 100%.
Because we.
Dude, you're going to have
Hey.
to
Because we. Yeah, so we were all there. We were staying at like it was in Mount Dandenong, which is sort of East Melbourne. Yeah, Rin's far enough.
Shout out where I was from.
Exactly.
Where I am from. Where I was from. Hometown.
Anyway, so we were staying like at this accommodation near there. Like most of the people were there, and then the night before, all went for like dinner at the pub like around the corner. Everyone had a couple of beers, a feed. Everyone was sort of catching up. People would come into state, whatever, and then some people were like, "Oh, I want to go for a run tomorrow," and then you give it out to everyone. We probably had like eight people.
Good turnout.
There was probably about 15 who said they'd come. So there was a couple of people who, maybe they're,
Calling them
the
out.
Guinnesses went down a bit
Already.
too well.
Name drop.
And then, they don't listen to the pod, I'm not gonna bother. But anyway, it was just nice to like have a couple of people
It's a
who
good start to the
probably, who you may not know that well, who like are at the wedding. So it's nice to have a chat, and then you see them later, you win the day, and then
Hey, you look different.
exactly, yeah. You're like,
Probably
wow.
easier for the
You're in a
guys,
tux.
have to admit.
Yeah.
Oh, it definitely is
Yeah,
for the
I was
guys.
gonna
Totally.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not saying necessarily like
Those
the
girls
bride and
proper,
groom.
like,
Yeah.
Sam with
The-
makeup.
the-
Holding hands last run.
Please,
before we're
I'm doing that. I'm
married.
wearing a white outfit.
Right.
Everyone else is
Well-
in like colour.
The bridal party was like up at like the crack of
Yeah.
dawn.
Yeah,
But
totally.
the groom's party wasn't, but it was definitely there's definitely like more of the other people at the wedding. It was nice to see them, and
Yeah,
then
no.
like you can have a chat and
Like that.
I just it was,
Love it, Cam.
It's very typical win the morning, win the day energy, but especially so on a
I
wedding.
back that buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How long was it?
Like 5K.
Yeah.
But we did go because we were halfway at the mountain and we're like, oh, let's go to the mountain. I was like, I looked on maps and saw the sort of the route to go there. I was like, oh yeah, this would be fine. Thinking it was like not that steep. And then like literally across from our column, we start running and it is like honestly one of the steepest hills I've ever run up in my
Someone
life
just
on
rolls
trail.
an ankle.
Like we should have just walked to the top of that and then started the run because honestly starting that. Like obviously, I was alright because I run a lot, but a lot of people were just like, they haven't run
Like,
that much.
what have I done
Literally
here?
250 meters in
Start
there.
watch,
Like,
go.
we've literally gone like 70 meters of elevation in like 300 meters, and they're like, and I was like, yeah, fair. That was sorry.
Fucking hate to see that on Strava.
Nice.
I'm feeling judgment here.
Funniest part of it though was like so my girlfriend Soph ran, and then like the rest were all guys, and we got to the top of this like the lookout bit, and she like took a photo of all the guys, and then as she took the photo, all the guys hit the exact same pose, like the hands on hips, like as she like takes the photo, and there's like 6 guys like all unintentionally just doing the exact same pose.
That's awesome.
It was great, really, really funny. But yeah, beautiful morning, great view, hard buy.
I love it.
Wow.
Goodbye. Buy or sell.
Buy yourself. Look, come on, I have to. I'm just going to do a big this to all of you.
Okay. You're never coming
only
back.
love, only love. No, I just thought of this on the spot. I haven't really prepared for this. I'm going to say I'm buying, which is a good thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
You Donkins don't get it, do
No,
you?
I'm buying my not weightlifting. That's a bit intense. My gym guys.
Okay.
Buying me getting stronger at the gym. I actually feel like I'm getting stronger, which is really good. So I'm buying all of you trying, which you probably already do, but like let's
Gym
like,
membership.
yeah, and like just like
You tried to use my gym membership to scan in the door before.
but
and it
also
wasn't working, right?
yeah, but also like I'm just
We
like
did have an issue in the elevator.
I was mentioning this. I've talked to you about this before, but I'm like, I always get really worried about running for all of your joints. I'm just a bit scared for all of you for when you're 90. But there we go. We've got mate who's running that. Anyway, I think all of you, just in general, which you might already be doing, but just adding that weight training to all of your workout
Essential.
regimes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have
It
to.
is essential.
It needs to be
is.
spoken about more. I do.
Yes,
agree.
because I'm like, I also think that's massive part of like, you guys like feeling fast. I like feeling strong. So, and I would like to also feel fast. I want both. I want both. Exactly. And I'm like, let's merge lives and I don't know, collaborate, guys.
I just want to run fast and Kipchoge, and I don't want to do any weight training
Yeah.
because those
Can I
two
skip that
things
bit?
correlate.
Yeah, but yeah.
But no, I like it.
Whatever. And then I'm also selling my car. I'm actually into public transport.
Actually,
Is this an ad now? Are we turning this pod into an ad?
if you're in the market for
2012 Suzuki Swift.
How much
Well
is it done?
done.
Is it a manual or?
No, I'm saying I'm really into public transport. That's my take.
Oh. So
Why?
you're buying public transport.
Yeah, but like I'm selling
Selling.
driving to work. I'm selling
If
that.
anyone's got 5K spare,
Yeah.
is that how much is a good car? 10? You want 10 for
No,
it?
no. Probably like
Shit box.
5, 6.
Gets me from A to B. Very good.
Wrap us up, Ian.
I'm not sure if I'm buying or selling this, but I sent a few videos.
Different.
There's a lot of,
leaving it on the shelf.
like we've said,
Browsing.
the influencers or a lot of videos from New York. It's really just like people stopping and like celebrating with their friends that they're running,
I love
specifically
I
in
love
New
it.
York.
Love,
love
it.
it.
But I'm like, I love that you're doing it, but then I've saw some videos where it was like, it felt like they were doing it for like 2 minutes at a time, like full stopping. That just seems like overkill to me.
really?
I feel like it's a quick
does.
like
I
hug,
think a quick hug, kiss,
get off.
go.
That thing I think is fine. I think anything more than like
I'm with
30
you,
seconds,
Renez.
if
I'm
you
with
don't
you.
need like something
Do it after the race.
to fix,
Racing.
yeah, like keep moving.
Yeah,
It's a
keep moving.
hit stop.
I never stop them.
Yeah, I know you're never stopping.
gonna say,
I'm never
yeah.
stopping. Like,
probably
shout
not
out Betty.
stopping. I
I'll kiss
wish
you
I
the finish
could.
line.
Yeah.
I'll give you a high
I
five
don't know.
if
I
I see
reckon
you.
in Boston, if I see like Josh or my brother's girlfriend, I'm going to be like, hey, and stop and
stop?
have a little hi.
Yeah, I don't think I have it in me to
Uh,
stop. I think that it also then mentally, if I'm stopped, I'm like,
Totally.
That's
done.
fair, yeah.
I think it brings joy. So
It needs to
I'm
be
not.
on
I'm
the
not
go.
selling it for that
Totally.
reason because I think it is good. But I just saw a few videos on the internet
Bit
that
too
were a
much.
bit too much.
Yeah.
Of
Getting
like
it- if you're delving
you're
into
full like
conversation.
I saw someone doing the worm. New York doing the worm, a runner, and I'm
someone-
like, bro, how is your
Okay.
body okay? Like you're talking about joints, your knees are slapping the concrete, the
Slapping
bitumen.
the
Like, mate,
concrete.
run harder. I'm sorry.
I saw a video
Get
of a
roasted.
gal who
Jesus.
she was in the like 6 to 7 hour finish time.
Yeah.
Gets to just before the finish line,
No.
puts herself on the floor and does the worm over the finish line. I was like, what are you doing?
Please just run it.
Yeah.
Just do
Run
it.
it,
Do the
Tony.
worm at the end.
Yes.
Like, once you've crossed the
DHL,
line,
man.
get
Do
on
it.
the
Yeah,
Do
Do
it.
heaps less. Do heaps less.
DHL, deliver your
Yeah.
parcel, and that is it.
Yeah, do heaps less.
This has been good. We've gone well over time. Thank you to Belle. Thank you to Lil, to Till, to Cam, to Chris. If you were wondering
Whoa, okay.
where I was in the Royal Flush, I'm of course the Joker. If you've laughed at any jokes, share with a friend. That's been Never Run Alone. Come one, come all.
Come running.